In this episode tonight, coming up, it's more chat about football.
Hello on 1, hello on 2, and number 3.
Hello everybody on number 3, and hello everybody on number 4.
This is like a proper radio TV studio. Anyway, here we are. This is Corby Town TV, and we're on the YouTube channel Corby Town TV. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you never ever miss out on this feast of football. And share everything we do. Just share it all. Michael.
Don't forget to follow us on all the other social media channels and go to the website because it's a really good place to be.
Lots of information in the website now, so we'll revert back to that as we talk. But we are here on Monday night and we're filming this. It'll go out on Thursday. So first of all, let's look back at what happened at the weekend. Quite frankly, you put out the highlights. 3.5 seconds or so. One of the best of games, was it?
It wasn't the best game. I felt the best chance of the whole game came to Alfie Wren in the first half, and I was right behind it. And I tell you what, I thought that ball was going in the top corner when he half volleyed it. I honestly thought that was in.
But
Fletcher,
Fletcher had chances. Tendai Dare didn't really get anywhere too near it, but you know it wasn't. I gave it 1 star in the non-league paper. It just was a dull 0-0 result. And on the back of it being non-league day, when there was a lot of people turned up to watch Corby, never seen Corby before because of the ground offers. You know, it was a day that we really needed a bit of a spectacle, and I think that there may be, called Coleshill turned up with the idea of they just didn't want to play football. Or sit back and hold on to what they had.
Yeah, or try and nick a goal. You know, I don't think they had a lot of ambition in the second half. As Gary said in his interview, he also said in the first half they had more of the possession. I kind of agree with that. I can't disagree with that. But the whole of the second half, or even during the game, I don't remember Ross making a save.
No. And there was some right shizowsery going on. Shizowsery.
Yes.
You may notice that their captain ended up wearing a number 22 shirt.
Yep.
For blood. It was a blood shirt. But the referee seemed to forget and not notice the fact that when he was bleeding, he flicked it at one of our players.
Oh.
It's not nice. Not nice at all. Corby Town will have to apologise for the person who was on the PA that said, referees only allowed 7 minutes added play. Should have been at least 12. But that's
that man
different.
On the PA is very controversial.
He always. We will put him over. But until, as Gary said, until somebody says, the referee says, no, I'm not having any of this. 12 minutes added time. It's still gonna carry on, isn't it? And teams do seem to turn up here at Still Park.
Yeah.
And park the bus.
Yeah, we've had DALASTON and they just fell over like flies, cramped and all sorts. Saturday they were doing a similar thing. Bedworth, they came, they sat behind, and at the end of the day, it's got to be a compliment. We've just got to be better on the day.
Yeah, and get around the back, maybe get some more crosses into the box. But it didn't happen, and it came away with a 0-0 draw. Only the 4th draw Corby have played out this season.
Yep. I will say this evening, and I'm going to get off the bat and say it, congratulations to Corn. Massive achievement for them, winning the league on Saturday.
I feel as if I should say that as well, because we could be playing with them next season.
Well, I'm saying it. That's why I think, he's not going to say it. So big up to Corn, total respect. And well done.
Yeah, all right. I can't support another team. I just feel as if I can't do that. But yes, it does mean that they have won. And as I say, well done to them. They weren't the only team that won at the weekend and became champions. If you looked at the front page of the non-league paper, don't want to bang on about the non-league paper, but, we did get the chance to put a report in there. I think there was 3 teams at the weekend achieved championship status.
Yes.
At this point in the season.
Yes.
So, well done. If you're that good at football, well done. You're doing something right. We would like to think we'll be saying a similar thing in a month's time, 6 weeks' time, whatever. But, big game Saturday. Didn't quite come off, but we didn't get beat. And we got another chance to turn that around on Wednesday night, or last night, because we have to think about the future. And to play Lyon, it's not going to be an easy game, is it? Sorry, it wasn't an easy game, was it?
Lyon last night was a very difficult game. And there was another team that tried to come and sit behind and frustrate Corby.
Do you think they'll do that? I think they will. But we'd like to think that we've got the depth in squad and the quality to actually get a result on Wednesday night.
Yes. Anyways.
So, yes, but there will be, if you haven't already seen it, an interview with Gary after that game, and the game details, highlights and whatever will be on the website, certainly in a written report before Michael puts all the highlights together to put it out on the website. So that's why the website's important. That's your number one place to go. There you go. And then Saturday.
Not your number one place to go, but there you are. It's important.
Saturday, we're away.
Yes, KHALSA.
Important KHALSA, if you like. And you've got to be... See, I will be nice. Sport and KHALSA, the best vegetable samosas in the league, and possibly in the league below and above. They're the best.
Yes, nice food.
Yes, very good food. And
I didn't have what you ate, but I did have a meal there when we went, and it was nice.
And that's all the way in Mildenhall, up there near Wolverhampton.
Mildenhall?
Is it not Mildenhall?
No, Willenhall.
Mildenhall's
down the other way, isn't it?
It is.
And across.
So, it's up that way. So, we'll be all there Saturday. I don't know if there's a bus. I haven't seen any details. But if you're travelling, we'll see you there. See you on the terraces. But that's another game, another real 6-pointer, really, isn't it?
Yep.
So, Corby have to be on their mettle that day. It's on a plastic pitch. It's a ground that we've been to, and we've seen Corby score over 5, and also see them leak over 5. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game in one way or another.
I certainly think that we want to fare better than we did when they came here. Getting beat 4-0 against 10 men on a terrible pitch. In fact, that was where the issue started with the pitch, really, according to common opinion. So
hopefully we'll be able to turn it around. It will be flat. They'll be able to play the ball across it, a bit like the way they did when they played away at Racing Club Warwick.
Yes.
So and I think I don't know what the difference is between a 4G, 3G, blah blah blah, but I think it's a higher quality pitch at KHALSA because the chip is everywhere.
There you are.
Not just in the food bar. There's chip everywhere.
Yes, the youth team played on Thursday. They were away at Peterborough United Foundation. They managed to win 3-1. They're third in the league. They are 10 points behind top of the table Blackstones, but they have 3 games in hand. They're 4 points behind Harborough in second place, but they have 4 games in hand. So they've only played, bearing in mind we're coming up to the end of March, they played 20 games in the season. They've only played 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So April and May is going to be mad, I would think.
So, for all those people that want to kind of forecast that one, it's going to be a tough month. And I guess they've got to get their games over by a certain point. So it's going to be a busy time. But at least the pitch has recovered to the point where it's looking quite good. It's stable. But they've got to play their away games, haven't they, as well?
Yeah.
And I would imagine they need to be rearranged and slotted in.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
So they're going to be playing 2 games every week.
Yeah. Monday as well, they were at home here to Whitworths in the Cup, and we will put the result up here for you.
And talking to ladies football, first of all, the Saturday we had the mascots here, and it was the under-9 Pumas. I was told it was the under-10 girls, but it was the under-9 Pumas who had won that morning 2-0, and they were the mascots. If you want to get involved at Corby Town and be the mascot team, contact Phil Toon at the club. Just sends an email, info@corbytown.co.uk. But the ladies team did play Sunday afternoon, didn't they?
They played Sunday afternoon up here at Steel Park. They played Desborough in a league game. The final score was Corby Town 6, Desborough 1. I do believe there was a decent crowd here. Phil was quite pleased. There were some young lads that came up with a drum.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of an atmosphere, which is good.
And what we haven't ever really done before, because there's not been anybody to film the action, but somebody did put some phone footage together, and we've put that the links on the website. So if you go to the website, you can find it there and direct yourself back to the footage. And yeah, it looked quite good, didn't it?
It did, yeah, it did. Thank you to whoever took that footage on their phone. Forever grateful. And if you do have anything like that and you want to send it in, send the original files in, and then, that will look a little bit better.
Because it's always nice. It doesn't matter what team you're in. It's always nice for every team to go back and be able to look at these images, because they're doing things out on the pitch. They're not really too concerned about what's happening on social media. They're out playing their football. They're warming up pre-game, and they want to get out there and play their football. But it's nice for them to look back, and they should be sharing it as well. I'm sure they are, and putting it out there so everybody can see it.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
So that's the first team, what are they called? The youth team.
Yeah.
And the girls, and there's lots of other teams. We don't see an awful lot of their information coming through, or pictures. I see a lot of pictures of the girls' teams. They're always putting pictures up. That's going out. If you look at the Facebook page, Corby Town Ladies and Girls.
Yes. So
that's out there. And we really need to kind of gather them all together in a big kind of mass picture and put it out on the website. But it's a difficult thing to do. Everybody should have access. Every team manager should have access to the website. I think they do. But whether or not they can use it or not and upload those pictures is a different matter.
Well, that's right. It is important. And some of the people behind the scenes, are very good at putting information up there. One of the things I will reiterate, and I will keep saying it to the end of the season, there is a walking football tournament here. I'm in that one now on the 25th of May, and Chuck knows what weekend that is, because
I'll be at Bearded Theory.
Yes.
Hopefully it won't be raining.
The walking football tournament is for men and women, I believe, and there is a football tournament on the Saturday. Now, I think that's boys and girls. I'm not 100% on the details of that one, but, the information's out there.
Anyway. Have a look. And if you've got a team, sign up. I think the men's walking football tournament is kind of full, but you have to check that out. But I think they're still looking for ladies' teams. The big difference between ladies walking football and men's walking football is that you have to be over 55 to play in the men's walking football team, but you only have to be over 35 to play in the ladies' walking football team.
That's correct.
So if you're thinking, well, I could do that. I'm a lady. I could like to kick a ball around. Find a club, sort it out, and hopefully, put yourself on display and show your skills off. Techers.
Anyways.
What else is coming up? I heard whispers there might be some sort of end of season party. We'll have to look into that further.
I don't think we should plan any parties.
Well, I think there'll be an end of season do.
Yeah, but it's not really a do, is it?
Because and I'm thinking we may have another player come back very soon for the Easter break.
Yeah, I'm not going there. You can't come on the podcast, say things like that and tease people.
What? Why? It might happen. They'll be tuning in next week to see if it was.
Yeah, you think.
So, but yeah, there's lots of things happening at Corby Town. And lots of people are, enjoying the experience they had. It was good that Baker Way were here last week. They were on the podcast, of course, and they were in the boardroom before the game. I think they thoroughly enjoyed their day.
That was the feedback I got. They quite enjoyed everything about it. And if you're a local company and you watch these podcasts and you want to come on, by all means, get in contact with the club. Yes, and Chuck has got the details on how to do that.
Email, simple as that, info@corbytown.co.uk. That's the way forward. It's all that you need to know. I would imagine it'll appear here now. So, are we looking forward to the game on Wednesday night versus Lye?
The game that was played last night.
That's right, a very good game. Did we enjoy it?
Game's all right.
It was all right. Are we looking forward to going to Sporting on the weekend?
Ask me at 5:15.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Did we enjoy it?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I think it's a great place to go. I think it's a great arena to watch football and everything like that. A bit like Boldmere. I really love going to those two places.
You only like Boldmere because it's named after you.
No, I don't like Bugbrook.
Oh, right. But
I just like those two particular clubs. Yeah, so we'll see.
But there is an issue with parking because they've got so many of those kind of five-side pitches around it. Yeah. Parking at KHALSA is a bit of a nightmare, but the food's good. So I will have to drive up on my own, I think. It's where it is. So I may have my half-time triangular turnover. I'm looking forward to that. So I'll take some coinage with me. But apart from that, it's getting there, as we say, we have done, getting near the pointy end of the season. And at the moment, we just need to get the results coming in. We can't really afford to lose any games before we kick a ball because we don't know the results of the other teams in and around us. But I think that other teams are not. There's one or two strong teams, but they're faltering as well. Nobody's got an easy, clear run, have they?
Well, I go back on that, really. There's a team on the horizon, really, that are going to be really difficult. Long Eaton United are on a run of 8 successive victories in a row. So they picked up 24 points out of 24, if my maths is right. And their fixtures are somewhat favourable. I don't think we can afford to lose any more than one game, if at all.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can afford to drop many points either.
And this game on Wednesday night, the game that we played last night, is, of course, our free game at the moment. So we really need to monopolise that and take those 3 points.
We're going to need that. We have to.
And because draws aren't going to be particularly favourable. And we've got to play, as you say, Sporting KHALSA. We've got to go to Worcester City. And a victory at Worcester City would be absolutely huge because that's a real 6-pointer. But as you say, Long Eaton coming up. And
their goal difference is 8 better.
Oh, wow. And ANSTEY, who played at the weekend but had their game postponed after 70 minutes or so. Waterlogged pitch, heavy downpour. And I don't know. I know their ground, but they're going to have to do some work to try and fix the problem they have so often with that pitch.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can do, isn't there, at the end of the day?
They need some big civils coming in to either stop the river or or block it off one way or another. But it always seems to just fill.
Move the ground.
Yeah.
I'm sure when the team started out and everything like that, they weren't expecting to go to the level that they've got to. And it must be upsetting and infuriating when you're actually out there on the pitch and then you see the water level rising and rising. It's one thing coming in and seeing it happen, but when you're actually out on the pitch and you can see, and I saw the pictures and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, the water just came out of nowhere, really.
From that goal line.
Yeah.
And the stream above the goal
big
beyond
puddles, and there's no way you could play on that.
No.
None.
So yeah, lots of problems going towards the end of the season now, and certainly the very pointy end of the season indeed. But yeah, Corby needs to. They're in the place where they need to be, and they've just got to keep on the straight and narrow and pick up points. If this reaches anybody that's never seen Corby Town before, come on up here. We've got a game a week on Saturday. That's the next home game. That will be the April early. No, it's the last weekend in March, isn't it?
Is it the 31st?
Yeah, something like that. No, because the 1st of April is the Tuesday. So
okay.
that will be the 31st,
the 29th.
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 And we're playing, I believe, Sutton Coldfield.
Yep.
So that will be a decent game to get up to. It should be nice and warm by then. The sun will be out until at least 7:30. It'll be joyous.
We hope.
And I believe that's also the game where the what's it called? The halftime draw will be changing slightly.
Oh.
So if you're unaware of this, and many of you may be, they will draw one number from the halftime draw. That person will win the halftime draw. The next 3 numbers out are for people to take on the crossbar challenge from the 18-yard line. So I'd like to see this happen if John Griff's got a ticket or Joe's got a ticket, but be prepared for that. So you might have to bring your boots. You might get a go. They might be saying, "Oh, it's Michael Laws. Come on, you've got to go and kick the ball against the crossbar."
Unfortunately, I won't be doing that. And the reason why I won't be doing that is because it'll all get filmed. So we can all have a laugh about it.
So yeah, I've actually taken one of those shots before. I was wearing Dr. Martens shoes and I did slip over. So it was a wet day. I'm not expecting it to be wet, but anything could happen on the 29th of March. But they're talking about the World Cup, and you've got 4 teams that are already in the finals because you've got the 3 hosts. Now, I say, why are Mexico getting to hold the World Cups again? That's their 3rd time. England have only had it once. And why? So you've got Mexico, Canada, who apparently beat USA in a game of football at the weekend, a friendly. Well done, Canada, because we all know it's all going wrong in America and America themselves. And the other team that are already in the finals are Japan, because they had absolutely nobody take them on. But Japan are going to be playing in the World Cup finals.
Are they?
Yeah, in 2026. Obviously, England have won their first game. They've got another game tonight. Scotland didn't play in the World Cup qualifiers at the weekend because they were playing in the Silly Cup. And there's going to be, I don't think it's right for the footballers themselves. They've got too much football to play, but we'll have to wait and see. But this idea of a halftime show, a 30-minute halftime, it's not right, because you're gonna cool down. You'll be running out back on the pitch, and you'll pull some of your strains. Horrible.
It
Nonsense.
will be like the boxing where you get Liam Gallagher come on stage, not use a monitor, sound absolutely terrible in front of 90,000 fans, and yeah, it was shocking, absolutely shocking.
I don't think he can sing anyway, but that's beside the point. But we don't need this Americanization of football. They're late to the game. They can suck it up and watch the kind of football we expect in Europe. And quite frankly, we should be putting tariffs on them. So that's the way that works.
Anyways, we should mention that I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head, the Hillier Senior Cup final.
The Hillier Senior Cup is the 8th of April. It's a 7:45 kickoff. And at this date in time, we have no details on how tickets will be distributed. Keep an eye on the website, because by Thursday night, we might have that information. But we're waiting for the Northants FA to put that information out there.
I can only assume, because Kettering are not in it, they're not going to sell the tickets at £15 each.
No, and I probably won't get that information because the Northants FA have blocked me on Twitter. Well done.
I wonder why.
That's probably because I said the Hillier Cup's a waste of time. We shouldn't be playing it. But we're in the final. We'll all be there. And we're looking forward to a game of football.
Yes.
But to clear up, did we say it last week? Neo Dobson will not be playing for Corby because he is cup tied because he had already played for Northampton under 23s, who we are playing in the final. So he will be in the final playing for Northampton.
And this
if he's selected.
This goes back to my... No, I'm not going to even mention that again because that's just tempting fate. Anyway, should we wind this up?
Yes. So hopefully you've enjoyed this and there's been lots of information for you. Go to the website. But of course, join us here on the YouTube channel, Corby Town TV. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, and hit the share button. And also,
go follow us on all the other social media channels. I got completely lost there. I do apologise. Go to the website, which he already said, but there is a new one.
Is there?
No.
All right. But yeah, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of malarkey. And follow us all on there, and you'll always be ahead of the game.
And look for some special features.
Indeed.
Somewhere.
We'll get some more. And for all the people that liked all that stuff about programs, we'll be doing some more. I'll be doing some more of that soon. So, yeah. But stay tuned, and we will see you in football.